Torey, and how much did you kind of want to push Henry a little bit today and send him out, even though it was the fourth time kind of through the order and he had had a rough couple innings? Did you want to just see what he could do there in the eighth?
Well, his pitch count was down. That was the big reason. He didn't have very tough innings. I don't think he threw more than 14 pitches or 15 pitches in any of those early innings. And I felt like he pitched well enough to go back out there. He deserved an opportunity to step out there, come back in, and have a chance to win the game. You know, if you dissect it, the one inning, I don't think we played very fundamental baseball. We made a mistake in right field with throwing error, and that put him ahead by a run. And then he just got clipped for a 2-run home run that broke the game open.
Tim, in his 9 starts, so much have you seen just about how well his stuff can play at this level?
Yeah, I think he hasn't done what he's done because he's lucky. He's making pitches. He's doing a great job of changing locations, changing speeds, working his fastball on both sides of the plate, and he's finding a way to get himself out of trouble. And it's just a great characteristic that he's carrying right now, and something that you don't see very often from a young pitcher. So overall, I think Henry Owens has got us deep into games and helped us win games, and I felt like he deserved that opportunity tonight.
Jason, just even though he's doing really well, I mean, what do you make of the home runs? That I think he's allowed 7 in 9 games.
Yeah, you know, today's the one that Matuk hit looked like it was a pretty good pitch. It was down, and sometimes you just got to give the hitter credit. He dug out a good pitch, and I know that young pitchers are prone to make mistakes. When he makes a mistake, it doesn't seem to really rattle him. He goes out and keeps making pitches. I think a lot of this is us jumping ahead early. Jumping ahead early on Matt Moore, him settling in, and the game kind of reversed. I just wish it ended the way it started because it was moving really good for us. And I think a little bit of credit has to be given to Matt Moore for finding a rhythm. He started to get a breaking ball over, his elite breaking ball, got aggressive with his fastball, and he shut us down, and they were able to play catch-up and chip away at Henry.
What do you think made Travis so successful tonight?
You know, he's having a great run. He's just been in a great hitting position. It doesn't matter if it's a righty or a lefty. He's surveying the strike zone, hitting balls that he's looking for, not missing the pitches that he's getting. He just has been a very consistent performer for us, and he's hitting it back at David, which is a tall responsibility, and it hasn't affected his approach whatsoever.
So when you see a guy go into the 8th inning 2 starts in a row, how much can you learn from that in your evaluation of him, and how much does he learn going deep into games like that?
I think there's some value to that. I think when a young pitcher understands how to touch late innings, that he's going to grow up a little quicker. He found himself right in the firing line and was trying to make pitches that wiggle out of that situation. And he's pitched deep into games, and I think overall he's going to be in a pretty good place moving forward.
In a different situation, if you guys were in a pennant race, would you have been tempted to call it a day with him after 7 innings there and not kind of expose him again, or did you feel he was still pitching pretty well?
I thought he's pitching good enough. I don't think I could have slept tonight if we took him out of the game at, I think, 78 pitches. I'm not sure exactly how many he had, or 80 pitches after 70. I just didn't think that wasn't in my gut. That wasn't in the cards for me. I wanted to send him back out there with a chance to come back in the dugout where we could score some runs and get him a win. He pitched good enough to win that game and get that opportunity.
He had more than 20 swings and misses tonight. He rarely cracks 90.
Right.
How do you explain the ability to get those kinds of swings and misses with that velocity?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of deception, whether it's that he hides a ball thrown across his body, but he has a swing and miss changeup, and he can locate and elevate his fastball. There's a lot of good things that Henry can do when called upon, and when it's rolling and clicking pretty good, you can see that he has good, easy innings. I wasn't aware of the swing and miss situation, but it didn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, Torey, what happened when the Volkouts got doubled up
just an aggressive read. I think, we talk about giving these guys a little bit of freedom on the bases to be creative and take chances. I just think we didn't pick the right time to make that type of play. If we're up 6-1, I think it's a nice attempt at making an early read. But given the circumstances, it wasn't the right situation for that. Much in the same, it was the ball off the wall that Xander hit. I think we got to be 100% safe at second base. And those are things that we're talking about. It's an ongoing conversation. The thing that's very encouraging is that these young players come to us before we even walk over to them. They're already walking our way as the players go to say, hey, this is what I was thinking, and I was out and I was wrong.